Hello, and welcome to this relaxing higher self sleepy meditation story. I'm so glad you're here with me tonight. As you settle into this quiet moment, know that you've made a sacred choice to connect with the deepest, wisest part of yourself. Tonight, we're going on a gentle journey together, one that will guide you to meet your higher self, that luminous part of you that holds all the answers you've been seeking. You don't need to do anything but rest and listen. Let my voice carry you into a space of profound peace and clarity. Tonight, you'll discover that the direction you've been searching for, the purpose that feels just out of reach, has been waiting patiently within you all along. So take a deep, slow breath in through your nose, and as you exhale, let yourself sink a little deeper into comfort. This is your time to remember who you truly are. Let's begin by creating a sanctuary of peace around you. Close your eyes gently. Feel your body exactly where it is right now, supported and safe. Starting at the very top of your head, imagine a warm, golden light beginning to flow through you. As this light touches your scalp, it melts away any tension from the day. Feel it flow across your forehead, smoothing away the worry lines that don't belong to you. The light moves over your eyes, releasing them from seeing all the things that made you doubt yourself today. Your jaw unclenches as this healing energy dissolves the words you held back, the things you didn't say because you weren't sure they mattered. The golden warmth flows down your neck, that place where you carry so much responsibility. Feel those shoulders dropping away from your ears as the light reminds your body that you don't have to hold up the world tonight. Your arms become heavy and peaceful, your hands releasing their grip on all the things you think you should have figured out by now. This sacred light moves through your chest, that tender place where your heart has been working so hard. Feel your heart softening now, opening like a flower that's been waiting for the right moment to bloom. Your breathing becomes slower, deeper, as your body remembers what it feels like to truly rest. The healing energy flows down through your core, that place where you've been holding so much tension about not knowing which direction to take. Feel your belly softening, releasing the knot of anxiety about your purpose, about whether you're on the right path. This golden light knows something you're about to remember. There is no wrong path for a soul as beautiful as yours. Feel the warmth moving down through your hips, releasing the places where you've been holding yourself back, where you've been small when you were meant to be expansive. Your legs become heavy and relaxed, like roots growing deep into the earth, connecting you to something stable and eternal. Now imagine this golden light expanding beyond your physical body, creating a luminous bubble of protection around you. This is your sacred space, where only love and wisdom can enter. Nothing from the outside world can disturb you here. No doubts, no fears, no voices telling you that you're not enough or that you should have it all figured out by now. In this protected space, set a gentle intention, not a demand or a pressure, but a soft invitation to your soul. I am ready to remember who I truly am. I am ready to receive the guidance that has been waiting for me. I am ready to trust the wisdom that lives within me. Feel your breath becoming your anchor, each inhale drawing in peace and clarity, each exhale releasing the need to have all the answers right now. Your breath will be your companion on this journey, a gentle reminder that you are safe, you are loved, and you are exactly where you need to be. This sacred space you've created isn't just for tonight. It's a sanctuary you can return to whenever you need to remember your truth, whenever the world feels too loud and your inner voice feels too quiet. Here, in this luminous bubble of love, your transformation begins. Now that you're settled in your sacred space, I want you to imagine that you're standing at the beginning of a beautiful path. This isn't just any path. This is your path, the one that leads directly to the wisest part of yourself. As you look ahead, you see it winding gently through a landscape bathed in soft, silvery moonlight. The path beneath your feet feels solid and welcoming, made of smooth stones that seem to glow with their own inner light. Each stone has been placed here just for you, marking the way to a reunion you've been unconsciously preparing for your entire life. Feel how perfectly your feet fit on this path, as if you've walked it 1,000 times before in dreams you can't quite remember. As you take your first step forward, notice how the cool night air kisses your skin. There's a gentle breeze that carries the scent of night-blooming jasmine and something else, something that smells like home, like safety, like coming back to yourself after a long journey away. This breeze seems to whisper encouragement, rustling through leaves that sound like gentle applause for your courage in taking this journey. With each step you take, feel yourself moving not just forward, but inward. The concerns of your daily life, the endless to-do lists, the worry about whether you're making the right choices, the pressure to have your life perfectly mapped out, all of these begin to fade behind you like echoes growing softer and softer until they disappear completely. Listen to the symphony of night sounds around you. Somewhere in the distance, an owl calls with ancient wisdom. Crickets create a gentle rhythm that matches your heartbeat, reminding you that you are part of something much larger than your individual worries. As you continue walking, notice how the moonlight creates patterns of shadow and silver on the path ahead. These aren't obstacles. They're invitations to see that even in the darkness, there is always light to guide you. The shadows represent all the parts of yourself you've been afraid to look at, all the questions you've been afraid to ask. But here, in this sacred space, even your shadows are beautiful, necessary parts of your wholeness. Feel the earth beneath your feet with each step, solid and supportive. This earth has held countless souls on their journey to self-discovery. It holds you now with the same unwavering support, reminding you that you belong here, that this journey is your birthright, not something you need to earn or prove yourself worthy of. With each step forward, you're stepping away from the voice that tells you that you should have figured everything out by now. That voice grows smaller and more distant, replaced by something much more gentle, the sound of your own soul calling you home to yourself. The path curves slightly ahead, and you sense that something wonderful awaits you. There's a sweet anticipation of a reunion with someone you've missed terribly without even realizing it. Your breathing has naturally synchronized with your walking rhythm now, each breath drawing you deeper into this peaceful state, each exhale releasing another layer of doubt about your worthiness to receive guidance. You are worthy. You have always been worthy, and the part of you that knows this absolute truth is waiting just ahead. As you round the gentle curve in the path, you begin to see a soft glow in the distance, warm and inviting like candlelight in a window on a cold night. This light seems to pulse gently, almost like a heartbeat, and something deep within you recognizes it immediately. This is the light that has been calling to you through all your moments of confusion and uncertainty. This is the beacon that has been waiting patiently for you to remember that you know the way home to yourself. As you draw closer to that gentle, pulsing light, you notice something extraordinary happening around you. The landscape is transforming, becoming more lush and alive with each step. What started as a moonlit path through peaceful countryside is now leading you towards something that takes your breath away. A garden unlike any you've ever seen or imagined. The entrance to this sacred space appears before you, marked by an archway of flowering vines that shimmer with their own inner luminescence. These aren't ordinary flowers. They glow softly in colors that don't quite exist in the waking world, shifting between deep purples and soft golds, gentle blues and warm roses. As you approach, you catch their fragrance, and it's the scent of every flower that has ever brought you joy, blended into something so perfect it makes your heart swell with recognition. Step through this living archway and feel the change immediately. The air here is different, lighter somehow, filled with a kind of love so pure and unconditional that it makes you want to weep with relief. This is what you've been searching for without knowing it. This is the feeling you've been trying to create in your external world, not realizing it was always waiting here inside you. The garden stretches before you in gentle curves and pathways, each turn revealing new wonders. There are trees here that seem ancient and wise, their branches reaching toward a sky filled with stars that pulse like distant heartbeats. Their leaves rustle with secrets and stories, whispering encouragement in a language your soul understands even if your mind cannot translate the words. Flowers bloom everywhere in impossible abundance, some growing from the earth, others seeming to float in the air itself, creating cascades of color and light that dance around you like living music. Each bloom represents a dream you've carried, a hope you've nurtured, a part of yourself that has been waiting patiently for this moment of recognition. As you walk deeper into this sacred garden, notice how your body feels here. All the tension you've been carrying about not knowing your purpose, about feeling lost or behind in life, it simply doesn't exist in this space. Here, you remember something your soul has always known. There is no timeline for awakening, no schedule for discovering your path. You are unfolding exactly as you should, in perfect timing. The path beneath your feet has transformed too, now made of what looks like crushed pearls and starlight, soft and welcoming. With each step, you feel more at home than you felt anywhere in your physical life. This garden recognizes you. It has been growing and preparing itself for your arrival, tending itself in anticipation of this sacred reunion. In the center of this magical space, you can see a clearing where the light is brightest, warmest, most inviting. Something in your chest pulls you gently toward that space, like a compass needle finding true north. You know, with a certainty that surprises you, that this is where the meeting will happen. This is where you will finally come face to face with the part of yourself that has never doubted, never worried, never felt lost or confused about your purpose. The garden seems to hum with anticipation around you, every flower turning slightly in your direction, as if they too are witnesses to this moment you've been unconsciously preparing for your entire life. The very air shimmers with possibility, with the promise that everything you've been seeking, the clarity, the direction, the deep knowing of who you are and why you're here, is just moments away. You pause for just a moment at the edge of the clearing, feeling the magnitude of what's about to unfold, and your heart whispers a prayer of gratitude for having the courage to take this journey home to yourself. As you stand at the edge of this luminous clearing, something extraordinary begins to happen. The air itself seems to shift and shimmer, like heat waves rising from summer pavement, but filled with love instead of warmth. The light in the center of the clearing grows brighter, more defined, and slowly, a figure begins to emerge from within that radiance. At first, it's just a suggestion of presence, a gentle outline that your eyes can barely make out. But as you watch with growing wonder, the figure becomes clearer, more solid, more real. And when you see her fully for the first time, your breath catches in your throat because she is both completely familiar and utterly transcendent. This is your higher self, and she is magnificent. She stands with a posture that speaks of absolute peace and unshakable confidence, not the kind of confidence that comes from having all the answers, but the deeper confidence that comes from knowing that all answers will reveal themselves in perfect timing. Her presence radiates a calm that you recognize from your deepest meditations, your most peaceful moments, those rare instances when you felt completely aligned with who you truly are. Her face is your face, but illuminated by a light that seems to come from within. Her eyes are the most striking thing about her. They hold depths of wisdom that seem ancient and eternal, yet they sparkle with a joy so pure it makes your heart leap. When she looks at you, and she is looking directly at you now, you feel seen in a way you've never experienced before. Not judged, not evaluated, not found wanting in any way. Simply seen, completely and utterly, with a love so unconditional it brings tears to your eyes. She's wearing something that shifts and flows like liquid light, sometimes appearing as a simple dress that moves like water, But her clothing isn't what matters. What matters is the energy that radiates from her, the sense of coming home that washes over you as she takes a step forward. As she moves closer, you notice that she walks with a grace that comes from never doubting her right to take up space in the world. This is how you could walk, how you were meant to walk. If you could release all the stories about not being enough, about needing to prove your worth, about having to figure everything out before you're allowed to trust yourself. There's something in her expression that makes you want to weep with relief. It's recognition. She has been waiting for you. She has been believing in you through every moment when you couldn't believe in yourself. She has been holding your highest vision of yourself steady when your own faith wavered. As she draws nearer, you begin to feel something you haven't felt in so long you'd almost forgotten it existed. The absolute certainty that you are exactly where you belong. Not just in this magical garden, but in your life, in your journey, in your beautiful, messy, perfectly imperfect human experience. She stops just a few feet away from you now, close enough that you can feel the warmth of her presence, the incredible peace that surrounds her like an invisible embrace. When she speaks, and you somehow know she's about to speak, her voice will be your voice, but clearer, gentler, filled with all the love you've been trying so hard to give yourself but couldn't quite access. The moment before she speaks feels suspended in time. You realize that everything in your life has led to this moment, this sacred meeting with the part of yourself that has never been lost, never been confused, never doubted for a single moment that you are here for a purpose as unique and necessary as your fingerprint. When she speaks, her voice carries the sound of every prayer you've whispered in the dark, every hope you've held close to your heart when the world felt too harsh. It's your voice, but without the tremor of uncertainty, without the edge of self-doubt that has colored so many of your words. "Hello, beautiful one," she says, and those simple words land in your chest like a homecoming. "I have been waiting for you, holding space for this moment when you would remember that you are never truly alone." As she speaks, you feel something shift inside you. All the questions you've been carrying. Am I on the right path? What if I'm wasting my time? What if I never find my purpose? They don't disappear exactly, but they transform. In her presence, they become less like urgent demands for answers and more like gentle curiosities about the unfolding journey. She takes another step closer, and you can see the infinite compassion in her eyes as she continues. "I know how heavy it's been, carrying all that uncertainty. I know how exhausting it feels to wake up some mornings wondering if you're enough, if you matter, if you have something meaningful to contribute to this world." Her words find every tender place in your heart where you've been hiding your fears. But instead of making those fears larger, her acknowledgement makes them smaller, more manageable, like shadows that lose their power when light is shone upon them. "I want you to know," she continues, her voice wrapping around you like the softest blanket, "that every moment of doubt you've experienced, every time you felt lost or confused about your direction, has been sacred. It has all been part of your awakening, part of your journey back to remembering who you truly are. She extends her hands toward you, palms up in a gesture of offering, and you notice that her hands glow with the same gentle light that illuminates her entire being. "May I?" she asks, and you understand that she's asking permission to touch you, to make this connection even more real. When her hands take yours, the sensation is unlike anything you've ever experienced. It's like being plugged into a source of infinite energy and peace. Through her touch, you feel waves of unconditional love flowing into you, filling all the empty spaces where self-doubt has lived, dissolving the barriers you've built around your heart to protect yourself from disappointment. "Feel this," she whispers, and suddenly you can sense what she senses, the incredible strength that has carried you through every challenge, the resilience that has helped you rise every time you've fallen, the wisdom that has guided you even when you thought you were completely lost. "You have never been broken," she continues, her thumbs tracing gentle circles on the backs of your hands. "You have never been behind. You have never been less than enough. These are stories that were given to you by a world that forgot its own divinity, and you believed them because you have such a tender, open heart." As she speaks, you begin to see yourself through her eyes, not as someone who should have figured everything out by now, but as a brave soul who chose to come into human form, knowing it would be challenging, knowing there would be moments of confusion and doubt, but trusting in your ability to find your way back to truth. Your sensitivity, which the world has sometimes made you feel ashamed of, is actually your superpower, she says, her voice filled with such conviction that you can't help but believe her. Your deep caring, your desire to make a difference, your tender heart that feels everything so intensely, these are not weaknesses to overcome. They are gifts to be treasured, tools that will help you serve the world in ways that only you can. The love radiating from her is so pure, so complete, that you feel yourself relaxing in ways you didn't even know you were tense. The constant vigilance, the endless self-monitoring, the exhausting effort of trying to be someone other than who you naturally are, all of it begins to melt away in the warmth of her absolute acceptance. "You are so loved," she whispers, and you feel the truth of it in every cell of your being. You have always been so loved, even in the moments when you couldn't feel it, especially in the moments when you couldn't feel it. She gently releases your hands, but the warmth of her touch continues to flow through you like honey through your veins. Your higher self settles beside you in this sacred space, her presence so comforting that you feel like you could stay here forever, basking in this unconditional love and acceptance. "I want to share something with you about the challenges you've been facing," she says, her voice carrying the wisdom of ages. That voice in your head that constantly questions whether you're doing enough, whether you're on the right path, whether you have something valuable to offer the world. That voice isn't your enemy. It's actually been trying to protect you. You feel a shift in your understanding as she continues. When you were younger, That voice helped keep you safe from rejection, from the pain of putting yourself out there and potentially failing. It whispered, maybe wait until you're more qualified, or perhaps you should have a clearer plan first, because it was trying to shield your tender heart from disappointment. Her words land with the gentle force of revelation. But what served you then no longer serves you now. That protective voice has become a prison guard, keeping you locked away from the very experiences that would help you grow and discover your unique gifts. She turns to face you more fully, her eyes sparkling with gentle humor. You know what's beautiful about your confusion regarding your life's direction. It means you're growing. It means you're outgrowing the small containers you've been trying to squeeze yourself into. The discomfort you feel isn't evidence that something's wrong with you. It's evidence that something magnificent is trying to emerge. You feel something loosening in your chest, like a knot that's been tied too tightly for too long, finally beginning to unravel. Every time you've felt lost, every moment you've questioned your worth or your path, you've actually been in a sacred process of becoming. The butterfly doesn't doubt itself while it's dissolving in the cocoon, even though that dissolution feels like dying. Her voice becomes even softer, more intimate. I need you to understand something fundamental about your journey. You are not behind. There is no cosmic timeline that you're supposed to be following. Your soul chose this exact path, with all its twists and turns and moments of uncertainty, because this is how you learn, how you grow, how you develop the very gifts the world needs from you. She reaches out and places her hand over your heart, and you feel a warmth spreading through your entire being. The answers you've been seeking so desperately, they're not somewhere out there waiting to be found. They're here, inside you, waiting to be remembered. Every experience you've had, every challenge you've faced, every moment of doubt, it's all been weaving together the unique tapestry of wisdom that only you can offer. Your sensitivity to the world's pain isn't something to overcome. It's your guidance system, showing you where healing is needed. Your deep desire to make a difference isn't naive idealism. It's your soul's purpose calling to you. Your tendency to feel everything so intensely isn't a weakness. It's your superpower, your ability to connect with others at the deepest level. You feel tears of recognition flowing down your cheeks as she continues. The world doesn't need another person who has it all figured out. The world needs you, with your questions, your genuine care, your willingness to be vulnerable and real. Your uncertainty makes you relatable. Your struggles make you compassionate. Your journey makes you wise. Her hand is still over your heart, and you can feel something shifting there, like layers of old stories and beliefs beginning to dissolve. You already possess everything you need for your next step, not for your entire journey that would overwhelm your beautiful human mind, but for your very next step. And that's all you ever need. The clarity for one step at a time. Trust the unfolding, she whispers, and her words seem to settle into your bones. Trust that your path is revealing itself perfectly, even when you can't see the whole picture. Trust that your caring heart, your thoughtful nature, your desire to contribute something meaningful, these are not accidents. They are the very qualities that will guide you home to your purpose. As the profound truth of her words settles into your being, you feel something you haven't experienced in so long: permission. Permission to speak the fears that have been living in the shadows of your heart, the questions that wake you up at 3 a.m., the doubts that you've been too afraid to voice even to yourself. Your higher self seems to sense this shift, and her expression becomes even more tender, more inviting. "I know there are things you've been carrying alone," she says gently. "Questions that feel too big, too scary, too vulnerable to share with anyone else. This is your sacred space to speak them aloud. I'm here to listen with infinite patience and love." You take a breath that feels like the first real breath you've taken in months, and the words begin to flow from a place deep within you. "I'm scared," you whisper, your voice barely audible even in this quiet garden. "I'm scared that I'm wasting my life, that I'm already too old to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing. I see other people who seem so certain, so clear about their path, and I feel like I'm still wandering in the dark." She nods with such understanding that you feel held by her very presence. "Tell me more," she encourages softly. "What does that fear feel like in your body?" "It feels like this constant pressure in my chest," you continue, surprised by how good it feels to finally give voice to these shadows. "Like I'm running out of time, like there's some cosmic deadline I'm supposed to meet, and I don't even know what it is. Sometimes I lie awake, wondering if I'm disappointing everyone who believed in me, if I'm disappointing myself." Your higher self listens with the kind of presence that makes you feel like you're the only person in the universe, like your struggles matter deeply to her. "And what about your purpose?" she asks gently. "What fears live there?" The floodgates open now, and words pour out of you like water that's been dammed up too long. "What if I don't have one? What if I'm one of those people who just exists without making any real difference? I see suffering in the world. I feel this pull to help somehow, but I don't know how. I don't have special talents or skills. I'm not brilliant or exceptionally gifted. And what if that's not enough?" She reaches out and takes your hands again, her touch grounding you in this moment of raw vulnerability. "My dear one," she says, her voice thick with compassion. "Do you hear what you just said? You feel the world's pain. You want to help. You care so deeply it keeps you awake at night. Do you think those are common qualities? Do you think everyone walks around with a heart so open, so responsive to the needs of others?" You feel something shift as her words land. Your sensitivity to suffering isn't a burden to carry, it's a calling to follow. The very fact that you feel pulled to make a difference means you're already connected to your purpose. Purpose isn't a job title or a grand mission statement. It's showing up with your whole heart, wherever you are, however you can. But what about the practical things? You ask, feeling the familiar anxiety rising. How do I know what steps to take? How do I know if I'm making the right choices, when I can't see the whole path. Her smile is radiant with understanding. Here's what I need you to remember. You don't need to see the whole staircase to take the first step. Your soul is infinitely wiser than your mind, and it's been guiding you all along through your intuition, through the things that light you up, through the conversations that energize you, through the problems that break your heart. She leans closer, her voice becoming more intimate. The next step is always revealed when you take the current step with presence and trust. Stop asking, "What's my life purpose?" and start asking, "How can I serve today? What wants to emerge through me right now?" The path appears as you walk it, not before. Your purpose isn't hiding from you, she continues with gentle conviction. It's been whispering to you through every moment of caring, every impulse to help, every time your heart has broken open with compassion. Listen to those whispers. Trust them. They are me, speaking to you through your everyday life. As your conversation reaches this profound depth of understanding, your higher self's expression shifts into something even more luminous, more purposeful. Now that you've spoken your fears aloud and felt them transform in the light of truth, she says, you're ready to receive something I've been holding for you, your personal blueprint, the unique design of your soul's purpose in this lifetime. She stands and moves closer, her presence radiating an energy that feels both ancient and completely new. This isn't a detailed map of your entire future. That would overwhelm your beautiful human mind. Instead, it's the essential knowing you need to trust your path forward, the deep understanding of who you are and how you're meant to serve. Close your eyes, she instructs gently, and as you do, you feel her hands hovering just above your heart and your forehead. I'm going to place my hands on your heart center and your mind center. This will help you integrate, not just intellectually, but at the cellular level, the truth of who you are. When her hands make contact, the sensation is extraordinary. It's as if every cell in your body suddenly remembers something it had forgotten, like a musical instrument being tuned after years of playing slightly off-key. Through her touch, waves of knowing begin to flow into you, not as thoughts or concepts, but as felt truth that settles into your bones. Feel this first, she whispers, her hand warm against your heart. You are exactly where you need to be in your journey, not behind, not ahead, but perfectly positioned for your next level of growth and service. The confusion you've been experiencing isn't evidence of being lost. It's evidence of expansion, of your soul preparing to step into something larger. The knowing flows deeper, and you begin to understand something fundamental about your path. Your purpose isn't separate from who you naturally are, she continues, her voice seeming to come from inside your own chest now. It's woven into your natural way of being, your automatic responses to the world, your instinctive ways of caring and connecting. Through her touch, you begin to feel the dissolution of the pressure you've been carrying about needing to have everything figured out. It's being replaced by something much more sustainable, a deep trust in your own unfolding process. You don't need to force clarity, she explains. Clarity comes through action, through following what feels alive and meaningful, one step at a time. Her hand on your forehead grows warmer, and suddenly you can sense your gifts not as things you need to develop or prove, but as natural expressions of your being that want to flow through you. Your sensitivity, your empathy, your ability to see and feel what others need, these aren't just personality traits. They're tools for service, ways your soul connects with and serves the world. You feel something profound shifting in your relationship with uncertainty. Instead of it being evidence that something's wrong with you, it's becoming a sign that you're growing, that you're ready for something new to emerge. Uncertainty is not your enemy, she whispers. It's the fertile space where all new growth happens. Learn to dance with it instead of fighting it. You begin to understand that your path isn't about finding one perfect thing to do for the rest of your life. Your purpose is dynamic, alive, evolving, she explains. It expresses itself through your current circumstances, your present relationships, your immediate opportunities to care and serve. Stop looking so far ahead that you miss the sacred work right in front of you. Through her hands, you receive the understanding that every experience you've had, every struggle, every moment of doubt, every challenge you've faced, has been preparing you for this moment of integration. Your struggles have given you wisdom. Your questions have given you depth. Your uncertainty has given you humility. These aren't obstacles to overcome. They're the very qualities that make you uniquely equipped to serve. You feel a profound sense of coming home to yourself. The need to be someone other than who you are dissolves completely, replaced by a deep appreciation for your own unique way of moving through the world. You understand now that you already possess everything you need for your next step, and that your next step is all you need to know right now. As the profound transmission of understanding settles into every fiber of your being, your higher self slowly removes her hands from your heart and forehead, but the warmth and connection remain. Her eyes hold yours with such tenderness that you feel completely seen, completely known, completely loved exactly as you are in this moment. Before we begin to close this sacred meeting, her voice carrying the weight of eternal commitment, I want to make you some promises. These aren't just words, they're vows that exist beyond time and space, agreements between the deepest part of your soul and the part of you that walks through your daily life. She takes your hands once more, her touch sealing these sacred commitments. First, I promise that you are never alone. Even when you return to your human life and the old doubts try to creep back in, even when the world feels overwhelming and your path unclear, I am always here. I am the voice of your intuition, the feeling in your gut when something is right for you, the sudden knowing that appears when you quiet your mind. Her grip on your hands tightens slightly, emphasizing the importance of her next words. I promise that every experience you have from this moment forward is purposeful. There are no accidents, No wasted time, no wrong turns. Even what appears to be a detour is actually part of your perfect unfolding. Trust the process, especially when you can't understand it with your mind. You feel these promises settling into your cellular memory, becoming part of your very DNA. I also promise, she continues, that your sensitivity is your strength, not your weakness. In a world that often feels harsh and disconnected, your ability to feel deeply, to care profoundly, to sense what others need, this is medicine. This is healing. This is exactly what the world needs from you. Her voice becomes even more intimate, more personal. I promise that clarity will come not through endless thinking and planning, but through taking inspired action. Each time you choose to follow what feels alive and meaningful, even if you can't see the whole picture, you're walking directly toward your purpose. The path reveals itself to those who have the courage to walk it. Now she asks something of you, her expression shifting to one of gentle expectation. And now, my beloved, I need you to make some promises to me, commitments that will help you remember this truth when you're back in your everyday life. You feel ready, more ready than you've ever been, to make these sacred commitments to yourself. Promise me, she says, that you'll trust your inner knowing, even when it doesn't make logical sense. Promise me that when your heart pulls you towards something that feels meaningful, you'll listen, even if your mind can't figure out how it all fits together. The words flow from your lips like a prayer. I promise to trust my inner knowing. I promise to listen to my heart's guidance. Promise me, she continues, that you'll be gentle with yourself during times of uncertainty. Instead of berating yourself for not having all the answers, you'll remember that uncertainty is the birthplace of all new growth, all new possibilities. I promise to be gentle with myself in uncertainty, you respond, feeling the truth of it resonate through your entire being. And promise me this most important thing, she says, her voice filled with infinite love, that you'll remember you are enough, exactly as you are right now. Not when you figure everything out, not when you achieve some imaginary level of success or clarity, but right now, in this moment, with all your questions and imperfections and beautiful human messiness. I promise to remember that I am enough, exactly as I am, you say, and as the words leave your lips, you feel them becoming a living truth within you. She smiles with such radiance that the entire garden seems to glow brighter around you both. These promises create a bridge, she explains, a connection between this sacred space and your everyday life. Whenever you honor these commitments, you're opening the doorway for my guidance to flow through you more clearly. I want to give you something to carry back with you, a way to access this state of knowing and peace whenever you need it. In your daily life, your higher self says. She reaches into the space beside her, and as her hand moves, something beautiful begins to materialize in her palm. It's a small, luminous crystal that seems to contain all the colors of this sacred garden, shifting and swirling with the same gentle light that radiates from her being. This is your remembrance token, she explains, holding it out to you. It carries the frequency of everything we've shared tonight. The peace, the clarity, the absolute knowing of your worth and purpose. When you hold this in your mind's eye, you instantly reconnect with this truth. As you accept the crystal, it feels warm in your hands, pulsing gently like a tiny heartbeat. But this is more than just a symbol, she continues. It's the anchor for a daily practice that will keep you connected to me, to this wisdom, to the truth of who you are. She settles beside you, her presence wrapping around you like the most comforting embrace. Every morning when you wake, before you check your phone or let the world's demands flood in, I want you to place your hand on your heart and imagine this crystal glowing there. Take 3 deep breaths and ask yourself, what wants to emerge through me today? How can I serve with my unique gifts? The simplicity of it makes you smile. You don't need hours of meditation, she assures you. Just this moment of connection, this pause to remember who you truly are before you step into your day. This is how you anchor the extraordinary in the ordinary. And when doubt creeps in, when that old voice tries to convince you that you're not enough or that you should have everything figured out, touch your heart and visualize this crystal. Let it remind you of this conversation, of these promises we've made to each other. She stands and moves to a flowering tree nearby, plucking a single blossom that glows with soft golden light. This flower represents your daily practice of self-compassion, she says, offering it to you. When you're being hard on yourself, when you're frustrated with your progress or lack of clarity, hold this flower in your mind and speak to yourself the way I speak to you, with infinite gentleness and love. As you accept the flower, it transforms into pure light and merges with the crystal in your hands, creating something even more radiant. Now you have both wisdom and compassion. She smiles, the perfect combination for navigating your human journey. Remember, she says, her voice becoming more urgent, more important. Your connection to me isn't dependent on being in this garden or in a meditative state. I am the voice that says, yes, this feels right when you're making a decision. I am the sudden knowing that appears when you're quiet. I am the peace that floods through you when you stop trying so hard and simply trust. She places her hands over yours as you hold the glowing crystal flower. Whenever you feel lost or overwhelmed, create a moment of stillness and ask me directly, what do I need to know right now? Then listen, not with your mind, but with your heart. The answer will come, maybe not as words, but as a feeling, a knowing, an impulse toward action. This is your sacred technology, she whispers, more powerful than any external guidance because it comes from the infinite wisdom within you. Trust it, use it, let it guide you home to yourself again and again. As you hold this sacred token of remembrance, feeling its warmth pulse in harmony with your heartbeat, there's a bittersweet quality to this moment. The joy of everything you've received mixed with the tender sadness of saying goodbye to this perfect communion with your highest self. Your higher self seems to feel it too. her expression shifting into something even more tender, more precious. "I know this feels like goodbye," she says softly, "but I need you to understand something beautiful about what's happening right now. This isn't an ending, it's a beginning. This isn't me leaving you. It's you finally remembering that we were never separate." She moves closer, her radiance seeming to intensify as if she's pouring all of her love and wisdom into these final moments together. Every word we've shared tonight, every feeling you've experienced, every moment of recognition and peace, all of this is now woven into the fabric of your being. You're not just taking memories back with you. You're taking me back with you. Her hands reach out to cup your face with infinite tenderness, her thumbs gently brushing away tears you didn't realize had fallen. When you wake tomorrow morning and the world tries to convince you this was just a dream, feel for the warmth in your heart where this crystal lives. Feel for the gentleness in your self-talk that wasn't there before. Notice the way you move through your day with just a little more trust, a little more self-compassion. These are the real gifts, she continues, her voice becoming a whisper that somehow fills the entire garden. Not just the profound moments of clarity, but the subtle shifts in how you relate to yourself, how you respond to uncertainty, how you trust the unfolding of your path. She steps back slightly, but her love continues to envelop you like the warmest embrace. "I want to leave you with the most important truth of all," she says, her words carrying the weight of absolute certainty. "You are not broken and in need of fixing. You are not behind and in need of catching up. You are not lost and in need of finding. You are a magnificent soul having a perfectly timed human experience, and every single thing about your journey, including the confusion, the questions, the moments of doubt, is sacred." Her final words come with such conviction that they seem to carve themselves into your soul. You came here not because you're lacking something, but because you're ready to remember something. Tonight, you've remembered that you are loved beyond measure, guided beyond doubt, and equipped beyond question for whatever comes next. The garden around you begins to shimmer and pulse with an even deeper radiance, as if the very flowers and trees are witnessing this sacred conclusion and offering their blessing. "Carry this knowing with you," she whispers, and her voice now seems to come from everywhere at once, from the rustling leaves, from the gentle breeze, from the very air you breathe. When you doubt yourself, remember this garden. When you question your path, remember this conversation. When you feel alone, remember that I am always here, closer than your breath, more constant than your heartbeat, more reliable than the sunrise. She begins to step backward, but instead of moving away from you, she seems to be moving into you, her radiance merging with your own inner light. "This is not goodbye," she says one final time, her smile radiant with eternal love. "This is hello to the you that you've always been but forgot how to see. This is welcome home to yourself." As her form becomes pure light and integrates completely into your being, you feel a profound sense of completion wash over you. You are whole. You are loved. You are ready. As the profound integration completes itself and you feel your higher self's essence fully merged with your own, you become aware that it's time to begin the gentle journey back. But as you turn to retrace your steps through this sacred garden, something extraordinary happens. Everything looks completely different than when you first arrived. The same flowers that welcomed you before now seem to pulse with personal meaning. Each bloom carries a message specifically for you, some whispering encouragement about trusting your intuition, others reminding you of your inherent worthiness, still others reflecting back the unique gifts you carry. The garden hasn't changed, but your eyes have been transformed by the love and wisdom you've received. As you walk the familiar pathways, you notice that your body moves differently now. There's a grace in your step that wasn't there before, a sense of belonging in your own skin that feels both new and ancient. The crystal of remembrance glows warmly in your heart space, its gentle pulse reminding you with each breath that you carry infinite wisdom within you. The luminous archway of flowering vines that marked the entrance to this sacred space now feels like a doorway between worlds. Not just the magical realm you're leaving, but between the old version of yourself who arrived here seeking answers and the integrated being you've become. As you pass through, you pause for a moment to feel the magnitude of this transformation. The moonlit path stretches before you, the same smooth stones glowing with their inner light, but now you understand something profound about this journey. You're not just walking back to where you started. You're walking forward into a completely new relationship with your life, your purpose, your beautiful human experience. Each step carries you deeper into integration rather than further from wisdom. The night sounds that accompanied your arrival, the owl's ancient call, the cricket's rhythmic song, the gentle whisper of wind through leaves now sound like a symphony of celebration, nature itself acknowledging the profound shift that has occurred within you. The concerns and worries that seemed so heavy when you first began this journey feel different now. They haven't disappeared entirely, but they've been transformed from urgent demands into gentle curiosities. The pressure to have everything figured out has dissolved, replaced by a deep trust in your own unfolding process. As you continue down the path, you realize that you're not the same person who walked this way hours ago. That version of yourself was seeking something outside of herself, looking for answers in some distant place. This version of yourself knows that everything she needs has always been within her, waiting patiently for the moment of remembering. The landscape around you seems to shimmer with possibility now. What once looked like a simple nighttime scene now reveals itself as a world alive with magic and meaning. You understand that this shift in perception is permanent. You will never again see yourself or your world through the old lens of lack and limitation. The path begins to curve ahead, and you know that soon you'll be returning to your physical body, to your everyday life, to the beautiful ordinariness of your human experience. But you're not returning empty-handed. You carry with you the greatest treasure of all, the unshakable knowing of who you truly are and why you're here. Your breathing has naturally synchronized with your walking rhythm, each inhale drawing this wisdom deeper into your cells, each exhale releasing any remaining doubt about your worthiness to receive such profound guidance. You are ready now to bridge this sacred experience into your waking life, to live as the integrated being you've remembered yourself to be. As the gentle curve of the path brings you full circle, you begin to sense the familiar energy of your physical form waiting patiently for your return. But this homecoming feels nothing like the departures and arrivals you've known before. You're not returning to the same body, the same life, the same version of yourself that began this journey. The transition happens gradually, like dawn breaking slowly across the horizon. First, you become aware of your breath moving in and out of your physical lungs, each inhale carrying the essence of everything you've received, each exhale integrating it deeper into your cellular memory. The crystal of remembrance pulses gently in your heart space, its warm light spreading through your entire being. You feel your fingers and toes first, tingling with renewed life force, as if they're remembering how to be part of this earthly experience while remaining connected to something infinitely larger. Your spine lengthens and settles as the profound peace you've cultivated finds its home in your physical form. The wisdom conversations with your higher self aren't fading as you return, they're becoming part of your very DNA. Every word of encouragement, every moment of recognition, every promise made in that sacred garden is now woven into the fabric of who you are. You understand that you're not losing this connection by returning to ordinary consciousness. You're bringing it with you into every moment of your waking life. As your awareness settles more fully into your physical body, you notice how different everything feels. The weight of uncertainty that has been your constant companion for so long has transformed into something much lighter, a gentle curiosity about what wants to unfold next. The pressure to have all the answers has dissolved into a deep trust in your own inner knowing. Your heart feels expanded, more spacious, as if it's been cleared of years of accumulated self-doubt and filled instead with unshakable self-love. The voice in your head that used to criticize and question every decision has been replaced by the gentle, encouraging tone of your higher self, always ready to guide you back to truth when you temporarily forget. You feel your body relaxing completely now, every muscle releasing the tension of trying to be someone other than who you naturally are. Your nervous system remembers what it feels like to be safe, to be loved unconditionally, to trust that you're exactly where you need to be in your beautiful, unfolding journey. The integration is complete, but it's not an ending. It's a graduation into a new way of being. You carry within you now the unshakable knowing that you are never truly alone, never truly lost, never truly without guidance. Your higher self isn't somewhere distant that you visited once. She is you, the truest version of you, accessible in every moment through the simple act of placing your hand on your heart and remembering. Tomorrow when you wake, you'll notice the subtle but profound shifts. The way you speak to yourself will be gentler. The decisions you make will flow from a deeper place of knowing. The uncertainty that used to feel like evidence of failure will feel like evidence of growth, of expansion, of your soul preparing for something beautiful to emerge. You understand now that your sensitivity is your strength, your questions are your wisdom, and your journey is unfolding exactly as it should. The crystal of remembrance will pulse gently in your heart whenever you need to recall this truth, and the promises you made to yourself will guide you home again and again. As you settle completely into your physical form, you feel a profound sense of gratitude washing over you. Gratitude for your own courage in taking this journey. Gratitude for the wisdom that has always been within you, waiting to be remembered. And gratitude for the beautiful human experience that allows for such profound transformation. Sleep will come easily now, carrying you into dreams that continue this integration process, weaving these new understandings into every layer of your being. You are home now, not just in your physical body, but home in yourself, in your truth, in the unshakable knowing of who you are and why you're here. Rest now, knowing that everything you've received tonight will continue to unfold within you as you sleep. Your dreams will be filled with the gentle light of integration, weaving this wisdom into every cell of your being. Tomorrow you'll wake with the crystal of remembrance glowing softly in your heart, ready to guide you forward with love and trust. Sweet dreams.